What's up, Scrappy Peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill, and today I'm doing some travel project lifing. This is a 9x12 layout, of course. It's my usual format for 2018. I haven't yet started 2019 unless perhaps I did. I'm filming this just before the live stream, so I'm hoping maybe I might have even started then, maybe, perhaps, we'll see. Otherwise, I haven't started yet. But thank you to everyone in advance who joined me on the live stream last weekend. It automatically uploads to YouTube, so if you weren't able to catch the live stream, you can always watch it again afterwards. I am documenting our trip to Melbourne. This was an epic trip. I took lots of photos. We were away for 8 days, and it was our first big family holiday, just the three of us. I'm using some new bits and pieces that I added to my collection. This was the travel collection. I think it's called Out and About from Pink Fresh Studio. And I have to admit, I hadn't bought a lot of Pink Fresh in the past because it's hard to get here in Australia. But I bought some in a recent online order from the States, and oh my goodness, I think they're fast becoming my new favourite brand. I love the labels, the colours, just the fonts and things that they use. Not sponsored at all. I bought all of this and I bought a little bit too much, but you know, we all do those little online orders where things just mysteriously hop into our cart that we forget about, and then they arrive in a box and it's like a surprise for all the things that you didn't realize that you'd bought. I'm also adding a little bit of crepe paper Sunny Day. Is it Sunny Days? I think it is from there as well. And I wanted to try and use up as many map themed and travel themed things as I could, because we don't really get anywhere very often. We are homebodies, and life with toddler doesn't lend itself easily to travel. You can still travel, of course, but it's not that easy. And so I've only been on a plane, I think 5 times in my life. Yes, 5 times in my life. And so whenever I can use travel things for a travel themed page, I like to try and use them all. So for this one, the background is actually the background of some packaging. I love to use the backing of packaging when it still looks pretty, and this was just perfect because it looked like a map. And this was the day that we went to the aquarium. So any of my Victorian peeps that have been to Melbourne Aquarium before will know where it is and all about it. It's a fabulous spot if you have kids or if you like ocean animals. It's just a really pretty spot. It's well designed too. It's several stories high, which was really interesting to go through. I wanted to do that red pop because we bought Archie this shark hat, and at this point, he had just become obsessed with the song Baby Shark, which is both the best and the worst song in the world. It's the best because it can turn any frown upside down that Archie has, which is great for distracting him when he's having a little bit of a mood swing. But boy, oh boy, does it get stuck in your head. Now, if you don't know the Baby Shark song, run. Don't listen to it. Don't do it. Don't subject yourself to it because it gets stuck in your head. It's very catchy, and you don't need it in your life if you don't already have it in there. So this next card, I'm kind of mixing some whites and creams here, and I'm cheating a little bit. It was a 4x4 cut apart on a crepe paper piece of paper, and I needed, of course, to cut it down to 3x4. Instead of pulling out the old trimmer, I'm just grabbing another card and winging it, eyeing it, and just estimating 3x4, and it worked out, which was handy. Then I added this bucket list because when we went to Melbourne, there was only 2 things that I desperately wanted to do. 3 things, actually. 3 things I really wanted to do. My main one was to go to the zoo, because last time we went to Melbourne, just Aaron and I, before Archie was born, for our mini moon, actually, for our honeymoon, we didn't get to go to the zoo, and so I desperately wanted to go. I also, of course, wanted to catch up with Aaron's sister who lives down there, and then I saw the aquarium and we wanted to go to that as well. So they were the 3 big bucket list things, and so I thought it was nice to include this bucket list page. The puffy stickers for this collection are quite lovely. They have a nice puff. And if you've watched, I did a video once, I'll never forget it, and I swooned at the feel of the puffy stickers. I don't know which brand they were. They might have been Dear Lizzie ones, and they were the softest puffy stickers that I've ever felt. And since then, I've never found a puffy sticker as soft as those, but these ones are quite nice. They're mighty lovely. So I'm just adding a little bit of journaling here, and I'm still trying to get that pop of red just to continue across the layout, and it was really easy to do with the bits and pieces that I had. So I was trying to focus on red because of the pop in that photo with Arch and his shark hat, and then there was also quite a lot of blues, and so I did light blue and dark blue. So I find that if I pick like 2 or 3 main colours for my Project Life page, it just seems to make the whole layout blend together. Now, this was a funny photo. I went to the penguin exhibit, and this little guy here was, or girl, not quite sure of the gender of this particular penguin, but it was so interested in Archie. It was turning its head and trying to figure out what on earth Archie was. I don't know if it was new to the exhibit and it hadn't really seen a pram properly, but it was very curious. And so I thought that this sticker was, this piece of ephemera, was really perfect with the wander and the wonder. And so I added that, and I don't know who was more confused at seeing the other one, Penguin or Archie. It was a bit of a toss-up as to who was a little bit more baffled. I decided to, of course, keep that blue and red colour scheme going, and I was really trying to pick the most travel-y type phrases and icons that I could possibly use here. I have a couple of these travel PL pages that I have pre-filmed, and that will be up over the next few months, so you'll see another few pages with these travel-y themed stuff. I love doing this when I'm doing Project Life and have 4x6 landscape style photos. I love to collage them together with the Project Life app and print them out, and then just put like a single sticker on the in the center. I just think it's an easy way to get lots of photos on your page, but also an easy way to embellish too. So for this one, I had a little picture of Aaron and I. I think this one was taken on my phone, and the quality was quite dodge. So I made it just a small photo, and that's what I typically like to do when the photo quality isn't great, or if it's like a nighttime photo, I'll do that especially. I'll also make it black and white sometimes. I'm trying to find something to go on here that can just kind of give it a little something, and I decided to go with this little flaggy type heart sticker thing. I also wanted to add some sort of puff to it, and so I've got vacation mode. We don't use the word vacation really. We call it a holiday, and so, but I've kind of tried to get past the difference in terminology between products from the States and our Aussie phrases for things like favourite and mum and mom. Or do you say it the same way? Mum. We say mum. Do you say mom? But it does frustrate me sometimes with the difference in spelling and phrases, but I use them anyway. Do you use them? Let me know in the comments. Do you still use favourite, even Aussie peeps, even if it doesn't have a U in it? So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was just a nice quick Project Life album page. I am so excited to start 2019 pages because I'm going 12 by 12. Ooh, back to 12 by 12. Stay tuned, peeps. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.